YouTube. I'm here to talk about my 1 week postpartum. I'm 1 week postpartum today. He was born last Thursday on September 19th, and he's 1 week old today. And I'm feeling amazing. I'm feeling just, I don't know. I thought that this pain and this discomfort and all this postpartum stuff was gonna last forever, but yesterday and today, I feel amazing. I feel awesome. Like, I'm not tired. I'm not. I have a lot of energy, and I don't have. I'm able to sit and stand and walk and jump and all this different stuff. Of course, I'm not doing all that, but um, I'm able to, like, get up and walk around and sit down without being in so much pain because of um, the stitches and stuff. Because my doctor had to give me a second-degree episiotomy or whatever that's called when they cut you, just to get them out. So yeah, so yeah, I've been feeling amazing. The first night after I had him, I didn't sleep at all. I was too uncomfortable, first of all, because of all the bleeding and the stitches, and I just couldn't. I just needed to stand. I couldn't sit down. I couldn't lay down. I couldn't do any of that. I needed to stand. I needed to walk around. And not only that, but the swelling in my legs was huge, and it was just very uncomfortable. Um, so, plus they actually wanted me to actually walk around a little bit and to not be laying down really too much. They wanted me to either be sitting down with my feet up or walking around. So I did a lot of walking around the room. And yeah, that was uh, kind of uncomfortable. It was better than sitting down or laying down. I could not sit down, and laying down was just as bad. I didn't even want to lay down. Like, I wanted to be kind of like sitting upright, because I had him in the bed with me, and so yeah, because it was such a hassle for me to be getting up. It took, like, if he was inside that little plastic bin thing that they put the babies in, and he started crying, it would have been hard for me to get up to go and get him, because I just had the hardest time moving and all that stuff after having him. So I just kept him in the bed with me, which was just, there's like a hair in front of my face somewhere, which was just so much easier for me. So if he ever started crying or anything, I was like right there just to see what he needed, if he needed a diaper change, to be fed or whatever. So yeah, and I didn't want to have to keep waking up my boyfriend to get him out and to bring him to me. So yeah, I just had him in the bed there with me. But I'd say probably 95% of the time that first night, I was just walking around the room, and I had him in my arms. So yeah, it was amazing. Like, my baby's here. It makes me so happy. So that first night, yeah, there was of course, a lot of bleeding and just very uncomfortable, and they had like a one of those shower heads that you can take off the wall, and you can, the ones that you can, has like the hose on it. So I was able to, like, rinse myself off several times. I never took a shower. I just would rinse myself off, and so every time I needed to go to the restroom, it was just more soothing to have warm water running down my legs and stuff. So it was really relaxing. He's probably gonna start crying. I might need to. No, I think he's good. Is he good? Are you good? Yeah, I think he's good. I might have a few minutes before he gets up and wants to be fed, because I think I need to feed him in like 10-20 minutes. So yeah, that first night was pretty hard, and then the next day, I was up the entire day. So I hadn't slept, like, the Wednesday night, the night before I was induced. Oh, my back. The night before I was induced, my boyfriend and I only got 3 hours of sleep because we were just too excited and stuff like that to be finally seeing our baby the next day. Sorry, I got a message. Okay. To finally be seeing our baby the next day. So we only got 3 hours of sleep, and then that whole entire day, Thursday, I did not sleep at all. I was too excited and stuff, and through the labor and everything, I was in labor for about 12 hours. So through all that labor and stuff, I didn't sleep. I didn't feel tired. Like I didn't feel tired enough to just roll over and just to sleep. But not only that, but they kept coming into the room to fix my position and stuff like that every hour or every 2 hours, and so just to help me dilate faster and stuff. So I didn't sleep that entire day, and then that entire night, Thursday night, I didn't sleep as well. I think I slept like from like 8 to 8:30. I think I got like 30 minutes of sleep that Friday morning. So that is what went down at the hospital. I was discharged Friday night, and by Thursday night I had like a lot of of the bleeding and stuff like that. But by Friday, it was still heavy. He's getting kind of. It was still heavy, but it had eased up a lot. So and it was more comfortable for me to be moving around and stuff like that. I still did not want to sit. I still didn't want to lay down. It was just too uncomfortable for me. So they brought me one of those blow-up donut things to sit on, which it helps so much to sit on one of those and to relieve the pressure and the weight from my stitches and stuff. So yeah, so we were discharged, and then Friday night we got home, and I still didn't want to sleep. We got home around 12 or 1, I think, midnight or 1 in the morning, and I still didn't want to sleep. I was just too nervous and everything, because since he was there with me, I just wanted to make sure he was okay and that he was breathing and everything, because actually at the hospital, I think it was Friday morning, he started choking on his phlegm. Hold on, let me fix him. Okay, I moved him. He's right next to me now. Where was I? Oh, so on Friday morning, I think it was Friday morning, he started choking on the phlegm in his throat, and he stopped breathing 3 times, which put us in a major panic. So he would cough and choke, and then he would be trying to gasp for air, and he couldn't breathe. There was no, he stopped coughing and everything, and it scared me so much. And it happened 3 times in a row, that he stopped breathing. And so my boyfriend called the nurses and everything, and like literally like 4 or 6 nurses came running into the room, because we were like, he's not breathing, and whatever. And I had completely forgotten that they had given me one of those little blue suction things, and it was right there. I had him like on the bed, and I had him like, I had his chest in the palm of my hand. I had him facing down, and I was, rubbing his back, trying to get him to cough it up and everything. And I was ready to do CPR. I was ready to, because I've taken, every 2 years I take the infant and child and adult CPR class and stuff like that. So I was ready to just like jump on him and do CPR and whatever I needed to do. But after a couple seconds, he would start breathing again, and I was like, oh my gosh. So it was scary. It would happen 3 times like within like a minute, where he would start coughing. And yeah, so they came in, they told me, oh no, it's, I had handed him to one of the nurses and stuff, and she had him upright on her shoulder, and she was patting his back and everything, and she told me if it ever happened again to use the suction thing. But like, it had completely slipped my mind that I had it. It was in such a panic that he had stopped breathing. So since that day, I've had that blue thing on my hip, like that little suction thing with me on my hip, because even the first night that we brought him home, and then even the next day, he was still kind of choking on his phlegm and stuff. He was, I don't know what the dogs are barking at. He was still kind of choking on his phlegm and stuff like that. And even now, every now and then, like, he will choke, like on the breast milk and stuff, and I would have that blue thing right there next to me, like if he's ever stopped coughing or whatever. So that happened. But so yeah, on Friday night after I was excuse me, after I was discharged, I didn't want to sleep. I just stayed up with him. I was keeping an eye on him and everything, and but he was perfectly fine, of course. And finally, I just told my boyfriend, like, can you watch him for me, while I get at least an hour or so of sleep, But he let me sleep 4 hours, and it was amazing. It was awesome. So yeah, he let me sleep 4 hours, which was amazing, and I was still in a lot of pain. I didn't like to sit down. I didn't like to lay down. Well, I guess laying down was fine on my bed, but at the hospital, I didn't want to lay down in their bed. I wanted to be sitting up. I didn't want to be laying down. And so yeah, Saturday, I still hadn't got my prescription that they had prescribed me, like the iron pills and the pills that help you go to the restroom, and then like painkillers and stuff, which is all safe for breastfeeding, which is what I'm doing. I'm breastfeeding. And I still hadn't gotten my prescription. So I told my boyfriend's mom if she can pick him up for me on Sunday. And like all day Saturday, I had a very hard time, what was it, sitting and getting up and getting down to sit and everything. And it was working itself. And my legs were extremely swollen. I think they were swollen to begin with because of the preeclampsia. But I think from all the fluids that they were giving me, the swelling from the preeclampsia, it was from my feet up to my knees. Like that was the swelling right there. But for the first day or two after I had him, I think it lasted till about Sunday. I think it was till Sunday or Monday. The swelling was all the way up my thighs and on my hips and stuff. So, which was pretty bad. It wasn't no fun at all. So yeah, I was massaging him and everything, and I was, I was trying not to like sit down for too long. I was trying to have my feet up and to walk around and to get the blood flowing and everything. So, which helped. Like I don't think I have any swelling anymore because it's been a week since I had him. No, I still have very, 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 very little swelling. Very little swelling, which is awesome. Oh man, the pain from the swelling. It feels like everything's just bruised. But no, I think my feet are finally back to almost 100% normal. I think they're probably like 98%, which is exciting. So yeah, Sunday I finally got my prescription, so I've been taking them, and it helped a lot. So I think it was Saturday or Sunday. I think it was Saturday. Yeah, I think it was the weekend. I think it was either Saturday or Sunday. I don't remember. But I would feel my heart kind of get heavy and stuff, and I would have to like take deep breaths and stuff, and it was just weird. Like as if I was having a hard time pumping the blood. So I kind of got nervous because of the preeclampsia. I kind of got very nervous, like, I hope my blood pressure is okay. I hope it's not too high or whatever, and I don't have to go back to the hospital. They actually checked my blood pressure every 30 minutes to every hour at the hospital, which was good, to make sure that it was staying normal because of the preeclampsia. So, yeah. So yeah, that happened to me where my heart kind of got heavy, and I guess if I was having like a hard time pumping the blood, and I had to like sit up and breathe through it. It wasn't painful or anything. It just felt like heavy, like a heavy pressure. So that happened. And I told my boyfriend, I said, you know what? I think it's just because I'm just tired, and I think it was. I think it's just because I just needed sleep, because I had gotten 4 hours of sleep the night before, but then I hadn't slept all day that day, Saturday. So I went to bed and everything, and I went to bed early, and we got, of course, like 2 or 3 hours of sleep, and he would wake up, and I would feed him, and then we'd go back to sleep, and then he'd wake up and stuff like that. So it was a roller roller coaster. And not only that, but I'll talk more about this in my breastfeeding update. But he's a fighter. Like when it comes to the breast, not anymore. Like a week. He's been breastfeeding for a week already, and he's become so much better at it. His latch is perfect. His latch is like 100% perfect. Like he'll latch right on, and even the breastfeeding consultant lady told me that he had a perfect latch. Like he just had a perfect latch. So, which made me so happy. It's just he would latch on and take a couple sucks, and then he'd pull away and start screaming and just pushing his hands on me like, no, like take it away type of thing and everything. And it was just a struggle. Like it would take me like 2 hours just to get him, to feed. It would take me maybe about 30 minutes to an hour to get him to just continuously suck and to not be pulling away and fighting and everything like that. And then for like another hour he would suck and then go to sleep and he'll be satisfied. So that went on for the first couple days, but I'll talk more about that in my breastfeeding update. So those nights, I would get like 2 or 3 hours of sleep in a row, and then he'd be up for about 2 hours of me trying to get him to feed and everything like that. So, but each night it got better and better, and each day and each night, my stitches and everything down there, and the bleeding and all that different stuff has been getting better, and up until today, which is Thursday, the 26th. I think it's the 26th. A week after I had him. Yeah, it's the 26th. I feel perfectly fine. The only thing is yesterday and today, my stitches don't hurt anymore. They're just starting to itch really bad. So yeah. And I guess the itching is good. Of course, I don't scratch it. I don't touch it or anything like that. I clean it the way I'm supposed to with that squirt bottle and stuff like that. And then I pat it dry and stuff. And everything like that. So, and every time I go to the restroom, I change the pad and stuff. So I always have like a fresh pad on and stuff. So the itching, I guess, is good, which means that it's healing. And I check it every now and then. I'll check myself down there to make sure that it's like not getting infected or not looking weird or whatever. And so, but it's been looking normal. So I'm pretty happy with that. And my next OB appointment is actually October 17th, which is almost a month after I had him. At the hospital, they told me that I needed to schedule it for 2 weeks. So, but when I called the office, I had already had the 17th scheduled, because that's what my OB said, come back in a month after you have him. So I was like, okay, whatever. So they scheduled me for the 17th, but at the hospital, they told me to schedule it for 2 weeks. So I had called and everything. I said, I just wanted to know, do I need to schedule it for 2 weeks, or is the 17th still okay? I said, oh, no. If you have any problems or whatever in between, before the 17th, then of course call us and we'll squeeze you in or whatever. But you should be fine for the 17th. I'm like, say, okay, good. So I'm just keeping it at the 17th, and I've been feeling perfectly fine. I've been keeping an eye on everything, and if anything comes up, of course I'll Google it or look it up first, just to make sure everything's okay. But I haven't had any serious issues or whatever. Everything, because I always look at the baby center and all these different websites that like what to expect after you have your baby and stuff like that, and everything that I've been reading, like the bleeding and all that different stuff comes back normal. The only night that I had the blood clots coming out was the first night. And after then, it's just been like a period, period bleeding, like just normal period bleeding, and I haven't had any clots come out, so, which is good, because they say that if you see clots like the size of like a quarter or like a golf ball or something like that you should immediately call your OB or go to the hospital or whatever. So, but I haven't had anything, so that's good. And I've been feeling amazing. Like I'm a little bit tired, not too much, but I've been feeling pretty good. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to fix. Yeah, so I've been feeling pretty good, which is good. 1 week into it, and his everything about him is doing great. Everything about me is doing great. So yeah, I'm pretty excited that my baby's finally here. And if he wasn't today, I would be 38 weeks pregnant because I had him when I was 37 weeks. So because of the preeclampsia, I had to be induced. But I'll talk about that in my labor and delivery video. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. And every day and every night, I'm getting more comfortable with him. He's getting more comfortable with me, and he's getting like himself on a schedule and stuff, and which is good. And I'm starting to notice when he needs I'm starting to notice like his signs of when he wants to be changed, or when he wants to be fed, or if he's just uncomfortable, if he's hot, if he's cold, like all those different cues and stuff. So yeah, we're learning each other, which is awesome. And I'm just so happy that my baby's here. And yeah, so I guess I'll show you guys my postpartum belly, and I'll do my postpartum, my 1 week postpartum belly, my 1 week postpartum weight. Okay, this is my postpartum belly, 1 week. So this is what it looks like from the front, and from the side, and from the other side. I still have a little pooch that I've been wearing these bands or whatever, and I've been breastfeeding, which is helping it go down as well. So yeah, this is what my stomach looks like. There. This is what it looks like from the front, from the side. Hope you guys can see that. From the other side, you guys can see it better. Like this. And you can tell, but I got some stretch marks right here and some down here. Probably can't really see them, but yeah. My belly button. I've always had an outie. I don't think it's gonna be the same, but yeah. I don't remember how, I think it was 41 inches or 40 inches in some centimeters or something like that. Madeline's outside barking. I think it was around 40, 41 inches before I had him. So yeah, let's see how many inches I am 1 week postpartum. Okay. Oops. See if I'm getting this right. Okay. So I am about 34 and a half. Just about. So yeah, I went down about 6-7 inches, so that's awesome. So let me show you guys my weight. Okay, when I had him, I was 150 pounds exactly. Pre-pregnancy, I was 104, and when I had him, I was 150. So let's see what I am 1 week postpartum. 128.8. That's pretty good. So I'll see you guys for my 2 week postpartum.